Hello! Good evening. Hello to Action Production. Hello to Lost. Welcome in. Hello, Bishop. Welcome in, you guys. Sorry, I was just shoveling food into my mouth at the speed, you know, a dog shovels food in their mouth. That is to say, I had no time to breathe. Hi, Chick Inu, thank you for the head pats. Hello, Tropical, welcome in. I need, I put a lot of red peppers into my pizza, so now I'm a little bit sniffly too. I really like spicy food, but right before stream, I feel like it's not good because then I can't talk. Thank you for the hydrate, that would be good. For some reason, shoveling food into your mouth just feels very satisfying. It kind of does. But then, you know, it's like you kind of like speed through the good parts of eating, which is the taste. And you go straight to the fill my belly, which is, you know, not as great. Ooh, you know what? Real quick, I did get mail from my health insurance. And I'm waiting to hear back from the what is it? I'm waiting to hear back from the medical equipment company to see if they approved my CPAP machine health insurance. It's been a week since I've been, you know, to the sleep clinic, and I'm very sad that I couldn't walk out the sleep clinic with the nurse right away. I lived, bitch! Hello, show. Welcome in. Who pays for medical care? Americans do. Like a very sad person. How are you, show? It's been a while. You went what, you went to visit your family? Was that what it was? Oh, well, I guess the doctor for the sleep study also included, let's see. Oh, I also got my yearly women's health exam. For those of you who don't know, women need to get checked up yearly for breast cancer and cervical cancer. And I guess that was the result that came in. Let's just see if there are any, let's see. Oh, my doctor just said, all looks reassuring. So the only reason why I'm concerned is last year, my doc was like, I see some abnormal cells. And I was like, so, can you clarify what abnormal means? Is it cancer? And she was like, no, I don't know what it is. It's just abnormal. And I was like, Doc, you are not doing a great job to make me feel good about my test result. So, yeah. Went to visit friends. It was her birthday, and so her boyfriend planned a weekend trip for her and her closest friends. I was gone Wednesday until Monday. Damn! What a nice little vacation. Where'd you guys go? What'd you guys do? Tell us all about it, show. Let's see. Who took this picture of me in my chart portal? What the fuck? It looks terrible. Is this the picture of when I went to the sleep study? Who did this? I'm gonna erase this. No. Oh. Thank you, Tropical. No cancer cells hype. I don't have cancer. Thank goodness. And I have not had any other I get so much, like, guys, do you have a lot of spam emails? I feel like, how old is your email account, you guys, that you guys use daily? I've had this specific email account for like decades now. Like, I made this email like a long time ago. And I've used it for everything at this point, and I cannot bear to move away from using this email. So, but there's just so much spam that comes in. And like sometimes I'm like, but what if I want to see this email that comes, like, I don't care about it right now, but what if in like a month I care about the Michael sales? So I just deal with it, spamming up my inbox like a crazy person. Didn't go anywhere far, just Hamilton, outside Toronto. But because I'm on the other side of the country, I had to fly down. Damn, that's some dedication. Show says, I have so much spam. I swear I block one spam email, and then the next day I have like 20 new ones. Oh, that's terrible. Also, I mean, I'm not at that point, but I do have I feel like I get at least 20 emails that are spam per day. But if I don't check for like a week, I have like at least 150 emails that are like sitting in my inbox. And I'm like, this is not manageable. And then Ever gets upset at me when she's like, I forward you this thing, didn't you see it? And or I'll like ask her, hey, could you, because I use Ever's Amazon account because I'm too cheap to pay for a Prime subscription. So I use Ever's Prime account. And because she's my best friend, she lets me. So I'll just be like, can you send me like the invoice for that order? I need to save it for, you know, my taxes. And Ever's like, I already forwarded it to you. Didn't you see it? Like, as soon as I got it in my inbox, I forwarded it over. And I was like, oh, no, let me go check right now. True friendship is sharing your Amazon account. Very true. And because I use her Amazon account, she never has two-factor on. She can never turn it on. It'll lock me out of the account forever. So we just have, you know, a password that she shares with me. She's the best friend ever, you guys. You guys don't understand. Like, yeah, I love Ever. Anyways, okay, let's get back to the game. Sorry, I'm getting all sentimental. Hello, Jin, how are you? Welcome in. Hello, hello. What are you up to today? I'm gonna put myself on the right. And I'm gonna turn this off, and I'm gonna turn this on. I'm only dedicated because these are friends I've had for almost 10 years, and I love them very much. Before the trip was over, we were already talking about going on a weekend trip to New York later this year. Oh my god, show. New York is fantastic, and you should definitely go with your friends. So much things to see, and like good food to eat. Time to make things more sentimental then. Wait, this isn't a Danganronpa trial. Nope, it's not. It's more Ace Attorney. Hello, MT. Welcome in. How are you doing? How are you making things sentimental, Jin? Don't do that. We were supposed to check up on, I think, Ginny. Was that her name? Ginny. Jenny. No, I think it's... Wait, hold on. Don't tell me. No, I haven't done the first day. We're still doing the very, very first investigation where we found the pawnbroker man dead, first of all. And the girl... Is it Jenny? Or is it Ginny? I just know her last name is Lestrade because she's supposed to be the inspector from Gina. Oh. Oops. And she was passed out in the back with a gun in her hand. Oh. Jen, thank you very much for the gift sub to Tropical. Tropical, I hope you enjoy your gift sub from Jin. Hope you enjoy the channel exclusive emotes and the ad-free viewing. Thank you, Jin. It's a killing game. It is not a killing game. Also, did you hear Taylor Swift broke up with her boyfriend Joe? And I've been kind of sad about the news. Not to the extent of like some people have been like super duper upset, but like, oh yeah, speaking of gift subs, thank you Gunny for my gift sub if you're here. Yes, Gunny gifted like a lot of gift subs yesterday, the day before yesterday. I know some people have been like super upset and they were like, "Oh my god, this makes, you know, like the Midnight's album so like have such a different meaning." And I'm like, "Guys, just let her live her life." Like you can write a love song, you know, like 3 months ago and have those feelings be valid, and now you can be broken up and still have those feelings 3 months ago be valid. Like you don't have to rewrite history. Like Sputnik, how are you? Welcome in. I feel like so many people were like so upset and I'm like, "Oh, that's sad." But like I'm more sad for like I guess how Taylor's doing because she's been on tour and I'm like wondering like hope she's holding up because like I don't know if like celebrity status makes things different, but like the end of a relationship is always sad, no? Oh, her name is Gina. Damn it. I thought it was Ginny. Doesn't someone call her Ginny? Boo, how was the movie? Oh my gosh, the movie was so funny. Oh yes, for those of you who don't know, I went to watch the D&D movie yesterday with my friends. It was really good. We had a great time. I got jump scared like at least 3 times because some parts just screamed at me in the movie theaters. And I swear Ever turned to me and also Miku came with us and like both of them just looked at me like, how could you be surprised? Like it was so obvious there was gonna be a jump scare there, and I was like, that's just how I am. It probably changes everything. How is my baby? Hermes. Hermes is doing good. I think he's chilling downstairs though. So it wasn't me that jump scared you? No, it was not you, Chrono. Iris probably calls her Ginny since she uses nicknames on everyone. You know, that might be right. You might be right. All right. Ah, Gina, good. You're back. Ah! The police must have finished questioning her then. Oh, how was it, Ginny? Was it awful? Oh, didn't bother me. Thank you for the papers you signed before. It meant we were able to investigate at Windibanks. Boops and snoot kisses for him. All right, when he comes, I'll give him some boop and snoot kisses just for Tropical. Oh, right. Don't you want to know how we got on? We've been ever so busy. What's the point in asking? Won't change what everyone's saying, that I did it. That's not... Gina, we came to ask for your final decision. What decision? About tomorrow's trial. Will you let me defend you or not? I must submit the paperwork now if you'd like Mr. Naruhodo to represent you. Right, I see. Heads up, have you been questioned by the police? I've never been questioned by... Wait. No. Trying to think. I was questioned by the police one time, but not because I was doing something wrong or bad. It was because the police officer was concerned that something bad was happening to me. Does that count? So I guess I could say I've talked to the police one time. What about everyone else? Please don't make me feel weird about this. She's really lost her fight all of a sudden, but I know what that feels like. The worry is just so hard to bear. No, I meant the other side. Sorry, I missed what you said. Oh, I said I've only been questioned by the police one time, but that was because the police... I wasn't doing anything wrong or bad. That's not why they were questioning me. They thought that something bad was happening to me, so that's why they, you know, they came and questioned me. I meant the others. Wait, what do you mean the other side? The bad side? If you were doing something bad? Oh, well, right then, blimey, give it a rest with them eyes, Iris. So come on then, fill us in. Who done it? Unfortunately, we don't know that yet. The silence speaks volumes, Princess. I guess no one else in chat has been questioned by the police, which means everyone is a good, upstanding citizen of the world, which is a good thing. That's good, right? It's very, very good. You don't say. We don't know yet, Gina. But Mr. Naruhodo and all of us know that you are innocent of this crime. We don't get caught. It's true. Either you are very upstanding citizens of the world, or you just don't get caught. I didn't do anything wrong. I was just falsely accused. I see. I see. You need to say that with more conviction, Tropical. I don't feel like I believe you yet. And while we haven't managed to work out who the real culprit is, there are a number of interesting facts that we have managed to establish. Quick, hire Phoenix Wright to defend you! Objection, Your Honor! The witness is being annoying! Oh yeah? Like what? Well, for example, the reason for you being there in the first place. I think I know now why you broke into Windibanks that night. It looks like I'm going to have to take some evidence that clearly reveals the reason and thrust it in Gina's face! Or I could present it to her calmly, I suppose. Alright, let's do that before I forget. It was this. How do I... Oh, wait, present? Here we go. Present! It was a very stressful time. I'm sure it was. Like, honestly, though, I can't imagine being falsely accused of anything. I think, like, I would just outright cry, and that wouldn't help any situation, like, at all. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. We found this in Mr. Windibank's storeroom. The manuscript of Iris's latest story. Ah! Oh, right. Well, that's good then. Curiously, the storeroom at Windibank showed no sign of being ransacked for items of value or the like. With one exception. the box file that housed this manuscript. It was you, wasn't it, Gina, who broke open the box containing this manuscript last night? Huh? You were determined to find out whether or not the Hound of Baskervilles was really there. That's the real reason you broke into the storeroom last night, isn't it? Ah! Why don't you tell us what happened, please? All right, yeah, this Baskerville story is the latest Sholmes adventure, right? But it ain't been printed yet. So I figured it's gotta be worth a fair few pieces of silver, right? That's not why she broke in. She was protecting Iris. Oh yes, at least 5,000 pounds. What? So, you intended to sell Iris's manuscript, did you? I was interviewed for an hour under caution. Oh my god, what does that mean? Were you okay? How long did you, how long were you in police custody? Did they just let you go? Was it just some misunderstanding? I mean, you're here, so you're probably okay, right? Gina is a tsundere confirmed. She really is. No, Ginny, how could you? What? Wait, no, hang on. Of course I weren't gonna sell it. All I wanted to do was find out if the mantle script or whatever you call it really was there or not. That's the only reason I was in the place. For Iris's sake, isn't that right? Ugh. We knew why you'd done it from the start, Gina. Of course we did. But I knew you wouldn't do anything mean like that, Ginny. I just knew it. Well, when I saw the manuscript in the storeroom, it reminded me of what you'd said the night before. Grown-ups do a lot worse than that, believe me, bare-faced liars, the lot of them. You just ain't realized it yet. I'm telling ya, that mantle script ain't at Windibanks. You'd soon see if you had a look. If I'm honest, I have wondered if Hurley's telling me the truth sometimes. I mean that I sometimes wonder if he might have hidden my manuscript somewhere. Somewhere I don't know. Even though it's wrong of me to doubt him. Oh, Ginny, that was so sweet of you. All right. I'll tell you why I did it. Just stop looking at me like that, Iris. Reason for breaking in. It weren't because of Iris, that's not why I did it. I just wanted to know the truth, that's all. Excuse me. You wanted to know if Mr. Sholmes was being honest. If he'd really deposited the manuscript at Windibanks. I voluntarily attended the station and I was free to leave with only one condition after the interview. You know, if it's one thing I learned from being on so many legal advice subreddits is must go fly now. Have a safe trip to Hong Kong, Chrono. Bye. Let us know if you get there safe. And take pictures of your food. All the food that ever goes to eat, when she's in Hong Kong, always looks so delicious. So take pictures. All right. Be safe. Bye. All I've learned from all the legal advice subreddits is if the police ask to question, this is in America, by the way. I don't know if this is different in other countries. But in America, if the police ask to question you, you say, no, I will not come in for questioning. If you have any questions, you know, you can talk to my lawyer. And then you actually go and get a lawyer. You never talk to the police without a lawyer. Because, yeah, there's only one reason why they want to talk to you. And that's to either make you slip up, you know, or confuse you when you're talking. So you never, ever do that. Ever. Anything you say can be used against you, right? Exactly. So, like, even if you don't say something, right? Like, if you clam up in an interview, like, they're gonna take that as, like, either you're being, you know, difficult, or you know something and you're not saying it. Even if you, like, don't even know, and you just, like, I don't know, like, things can go sideways really quick during a, you know, interrogation with police. So I am super aware that if the police ever, if a detective, if a police officer ever calls you to say, hey, we just want you to come down to the station, we have a couple questions, you're like, all right, well, I don't want to go into the station. You can, you know, get a warrant. I will, you know, retain a lawyer, and and that's why you get those amazing clips of people on the news saying the funniest shit, because no one taught them to stay quiet. I had a lawyer given to me free of charge when I attended. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's good. At least you had a lawyer present in the room who was looking out for your best interests. Because stupid people, sorry if you've ever done this, stupid people go into police investigations and interrogations by themselves and talk to the police, thinking that they're so helpful, when actually they're not, and you could be incriminating yourself. Don't do it. Just shut up and get a lawyer. Even if the police called me today and they were like, Princess, we heard that you were witness to a crime in your area. Could you please come into the station and, you know, answer a few questions? I'd be like, yep, as soon as I discuss this with my lawyer, because even though I know I am perfectly law-abiding citizen, the police officers do not know that. So just gotta make it as difficult as possible for them to throw the cuffs on you. Maybe I'm just being very, like, jaded and cynical, but that's what it is. I don't want to go to jail, you guys. I never had a father. But Iris's lot ain't like mine. She's got her dad, only she can't see him. And I reckon that's gotta be harder. That's why she writes her stories. They're about her dad, really. That's what it sounded like to me, anyway. Last night when I was listening to what you were saying. Stories? About Daddy? I've been begging through Digimon Adventure 2 and really love it. One of the characters named Black War Greymon. What a crazy name, Black War Greymon. Favorite of mine in the show, probably my favorite Digimon character of all time. My favorite Digimon, the 3 Digimon that I know, is Angelmon. She's so cool. I mean, I have no idea how they would have proceeded if I said no. They would have been like, all right, case closed, Tropical won't come in, we can't solve this crime anymore. You mean they're not the adventures of a great detective so much as the adventures of a great detective and his trusty partner? Oh, this makes it real sad because we know her dad died. Well, that's just how I see it, yeah. You're so thoughtful and so kind, Ginny. Yes, and we never thought any differently, did we? Look, give give it a rest, will ya? I ate all this chummy nonsense. D'ya hear? I ate it. I don't trust no one, right? That's how I work. Because if you don't trust no one can let you down. So leave me alone. Go on, Scarborough. I hadn't noticed until now, but it's unmistakable. Right there on both sleeves of that overcoat. Are some very suspicious red stains. Angelwoman, yeah, Angelwoman was taken for her male counterpart. Yes, Angelwoman. I mean, there was no crime, just a jaded ex. Damn, that bitch can go to hell. That sucks, Tropical. I'm sorry. Sorry for also, I think I'm just being very combative today because I've had like a really long ass day of people being like I literally talked to someone where I was in a meeting from 2 to 3 o'clock, and then I had another meeting from 3 to 4 with some people, right? And literally I moved the meeting 3 to 4 to Friday because everyone was like, oh, it's better if we have it on Friday. And then I'm talking to this lady from customer service, and I'm like, hey, if we could, can we go over this thing at 3 for just a couple minutes? She was one of the people who had accepted the meeting, the initial meeting from 3 to 4. So I knew she was free. And she was like, you can't just expect people to make free time for you last minute. And I'm like, and this was really important too. And I was like, in my head, I was thinking, bitch, please, you committed to a 3 to 4 o'clock. Like, I know you're free. I literally moved that meeting 5 minutes ago to Friday. In the 5 minutes, what did you fill your time with? You were supposed to be in this meeting from 3 to 4 anyways. Like, I know you're free. I was so upset. Not the bitch, please. I was so angry today. I was like, look, I know you're fucking busy. Everyone is. I didn't say this to her face, but I wanted to put the bitch voice on. I was like, everyone's fucking busy, and like the technician's app broke and you're not getting your real-time updates. The technicians are having to fill out paperwork again, like printed paper that we never do anymore. They hate filling out the paperwork. Like, everyone wants a new replacement solution, and I'm trying to push that out as fast as possible. And the only way that that's possible is I'm having to do things last minute. You think it's fucking last minute for you to tell your team to like get together to learn this shit? Bitch, it's last minute for me. I've been doing this thing for the past 7 days, working overtime on the weekends to get this done. Shut the fuck up. Sorry. I was so mad. Today I was so mad. I just needed to rant about that. People are the worst. People tell you bold ass lies to my face. They're so damn lucky that I don't call them out on their shit. I mean, I didn't call her out either, but I legitimately almost wanted to be like, I know you're free because I just moved this meeting for the same time frame. Like, think I'm gonna be more polite and straight up. No, it's okay. Only work gets me this, like, frustrated with high blood pressure, I swear to God. Someone needs Hermes cuddles. I definitely got Hermes cuddles after that. What? Why are you looking at me like that? I think it might be worth presenting some of our other findings in that area to Gina now. Oh, hold on, pause. Let's go back to this. Blood samples. That and Danganronpa streams. Those stains on the sleeves of your new coat, Gina. They're blood, aren't they? Not that I know whose blood yet. What? Blood, Mr. Naruhodo? You don't appear to have any obvious wounds yourself, though. So could it be blood that splattered from Mr. Winterbank when he was shot last night? Let's not beat around the bush here. This trusty friend of mine will get results much faster than anything else. Take it easy, Iris. Don't move, Ginny. I'm going to shoot. Alright, what color did it turn? I forgot whose color was what. Oh my god, that is, isn't that Mr. Winterbank's blood? Oh. Oh my. What the? Forget the sleeves. The whole coat is covered in blood. Wait. Mr. Thrice Fired Mason. Because the coat belongs to Mr. McGilded, right? Of course! The black color of the fabric was masking the stains. That's why we haven't seen them until now. Because her vest underneath is clean. And the blood has reacted with a chemical to turn a purple color, which matches one of the samples we've already collected perfectly. Look at her brain working. My brain is working overtime right now, you guys. Aha! Yes! Oh my god, it was right! It was the brickmaker, Mr. Mason, the victim of the murder case 2 months ago. I knew it. What? What are you all on about? The victim? What do you mean? It's a rather uncomfortable situation, Mr. Naruhodo, but I think this makes things quite clear. It means the omnibus case is finally solved. The truth about who really murdered the brickmaker, Mr. Mason, is revealed. You want me? You want me? Am I saying it right? Could I be a British person on the street? You want me? Oi! Would someone explain what's going on? Stop telling half a story! The weenie's laughing is quite funny. We can see now that the victim's blood is all over Mr. McGilded's overcoat. But in the trial 2 months ago, the defendant said this in his testimony. Now I ask you, what good-hearted soul wouldn't rush to help a fella bleeding from his stomach? I wasn't about to start worrying about me gloves now, was I? I reached out to give the man a hand. But if you look at this overcoat now, it's clear. These stains couldn't have arisen from McGilded trying to pull the victim up to his feet. No, if that was what had really happened, the blood wouldn't have splashed all over the front of the coat. The only explanation for this pattern of blood is that it splattered over McGilded's coat when he stabbed the victim in the stomach. I loved it, but we don't talk like that. Oh, okay. Go good. I just embarrassed myself. Oh, goody. Oh, I'm gonna run some ads to get rid of pre-rolls, so apologies if you do see an ad. If you don't, thank you for continuing to support my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, why not? You get no ads and you also get this cool ever emote. Look at it. It's the best ever emote ever. Arguably the best emote on Twitch ever. Alright. I've tried to run from the truth for long enough. But there's no escaping it now. Woo! Ever march! That's right, show. Show ever, you're loud and proud for simping our mascot, Evercell. The true culprit in that case, Mr. Mason's killer, was Magnus McGilded. You've heard my voice, haven't you? I don't think I have. I have heard, I think, like 2 or 3 people's voices when we were watching A Dog's Purpose on the Discord, but I don't think it's dangerous to go alone. Take these with you. Arguably the best emotes on Twitch. I'm just saying. They're so good. One day we will all hear each other's voices and it will be glorious. Mr. Naruhodo. That horrible case is solved at last. And I helped the man walk free from that trial. I used all that twisted testimony and all that sham evidence to prove his innocence. Better than this? Is that a wiener wiggling his booty? Yeah, damn, the wiener got cake. Can you imagine little weenies on a birthday cake? That sounds absolutely disgusting. I know I said I prefer savory things to sweet things, but like that might be taking things a little bit too far. Is this why do you have so many butt emotes? How could I have let that happen? Runo, did you believe him though? Did you believe Mr. McGilded was innocent? Lost also coming through with another booty emote. My goodness, there's so much butt here. I'm concerned for all of you. I believed, or rather, I think I was trying to believe. I wanted to. Because believing in those you represent in court is a defense lawyer's greatest weapon. A weapon? A lawyer's weapon. Before we came to Great Britain, a great friend of mine taught me a valuable lesson. You mean Kazuma-sama? Oh, another booty. What's this one? Happy-fu dumpy. Wow. Wow, more, there's some animated booties and two static booties. And, yeah, interesting. It's a lot of butt. Oh, it's our best friend, you guys. Listen, Ryunosuke, we lawyers are only humans. We can't know for sure what is the truth and what is a lie, which is why we must resort to our primary weapon. An unwavering belief in our clients. That's all we really have. Unwavering belief? Only when we truly believe what our clients tell us can we fight with everything we have for their cause. In any battle, there can be no victory without faith. So, I believe you. Unwaveringly. So much so that I'm gonna help get you off. That's right, I said it. Also, it's like really warm. I've been wearing this like hooded snuggie all day. I'm gonna go find a t-shirt real quick because it's too hot for this. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I just turned around and I already had a linen shirt on my sofa, so I just put that on. I find it interesting that they call it Great Britain instead of the UK. I think this mainly takes place in the 20s, like the 1900s to 1920s. So was it more common to call it Great Britain at that point in time? I'm going to get you off. True friends get each other off from criminal charges. It's true, you guys. So very true. What's funny, Gina? Core, sounds like in this Empire of Japan you come from, everyone must be soft. Well, come on, look at the mess it's got you into, believing in that bog trotter. Yes, I inadvertently helped a murderer walk free. Well, at least you've learned your lesson now, eh? Believing in people's never worth it. Someone always stabs you in the back in the end. Soon as you let down your guard, you've at it. Take a leaf out of my book. Believe no one. Get hurt by no one. What a sad way to live. Gina, may I ask you something? What? I'd just like to make absolutely sure. What would you like us to do with these representation papers for tomorrow's trial? Gonna take a shower, BRB? Alright, action! We'll see you in a bit. Excuse me. How many times do I have to say it? Rip them up and chuck them away. Are you really sure that's what you want? I bet that's what he wants and all now, Mr. I'm a believer lawyer over there. Don't forget, it was me in that trial 2 months ago. I led everyone up the garden path, didn't I? Sorry, it's very, very hot. The Kingdom of Great Britain was pre-1801. Wait, question, when was the World's Fair, like World's Exhibition thing? Because that's happening right now in London, right? Like in the game? When was that? Was that the 1800s or was that the 1900s? Because I'm just thinking, like, I don't know much about, like, UK history, but I know a lot about Japan history because I had to study it in class. And, like, the 1900s was the, like, early 1900s was the Meiji Restoration, when Japan started taking, like, Western influences more seriously, and they actually did send a lot of Japanese scholars and politicians to Western countries to learn about the way they did, you know, government, and to learn about their history and language and politics. And they took all of those ideas back to Japan and kind of like picked and chose like the best ones that they liked. Hello, Hermes. Oh yes, I give you a boop. See a boop. And I give you some kisses from Uncle Tropical. Yeah, buddy. Uncle Tropical says hi. Yeah, look at you. Look at your face. Look at your face. I think it was the Meiji Restoration. That was in the 1900s. I'm like 99% sure. And you're telling me you can believe in me after that? Not likely. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, a lawyer's primary weapon is an unwavering belief in his clients. Ultimately, it comes down to whether or not I feel I can trust Gina after everything that's happened. Do I trust her? 1851 and 1862 World's Fairs in the UK. Wait, am I getting the Meiji Restoration wrong? Meiji period. Ah! Oops! I got the time period wrong. It wasn't early 1900s, it was late 1800s. So that makes sense. So the Meiji Restoration was during 1868 to 1889. My bad! Because I think in the 1900s, that's when the World War I started. Does it actually affect the game if you choose that you can't trust her? I don't know. Maybe, maybe there's some dialogue that convinces you to trust her. Let's see, actually. I can't trust her. But what choice do I really have here? I have to believe in her. Although, I can hardly believe myself that I'm making this choice in spite of everything. Let's just put it down to one of life's little curiosities. Oh, so illusion of choice. It really is illusion of choice here. Gina, let me say it again. Please allow me to represent you in tomorrow's trial. Huh? Are you half-baked? Not at all. You've not once admitted to committing the crime, have you? What's more, I believe that you're telling me the truth. Seriously, Mr. Naruhodo. Didn't you hear all of what I said before? I'm a born liar. Fibs just trip off me tongue. And I'm a diver, don't forget. I pulled the wool over your eyes 2 months ago and got you into all sorts of trouble. Why would you ever trust me now? I just don't get it. Gina, I do understand why you chose not to put your trust in others. But I assure you, there is more to this life than you yet realize. What do you mean? The world we live in is full of people you would do very well to trust. People who won't ever let you down. Huh? It's true that I'm just a student of law, and I'm certainly lacking in courtroom experience. But I can promise you this. Oh my goodness. Hello? Oh my gosh! It's the same data team! Guys, welcome back. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. I did my research. It's Zach, Wes, and Krish, I think. Hello, thank you so much for the follow, Misohead. Welcome in, Raiders. Hi. For those of you from my channel who don't know, Save Data Team does a, I think it's very interesting. I think it's every Wednesday, but they do a Phoenix Wright with an actual lawyer. And I am looking forward to watching some of their older streams for this case, or this game, because that's really interesting. Also, did you guys, at the very first case, when Kazuma was there, did you guys, like, catch the, yes, I'm gonna help my best friend, get off on this, criminal charge? Cause yes, it was very funny to me. Thank you, Genji and Fofilla, for the follow. Welcome in, you guys. Also, is it okay? I want to ask because I know some people aren't comfortable with like clips being shown on other people's channel, but is it okay if I show my viewers some of your stream from today? You are so adamant that people notice that part. It's so funny. Hello, Genji. Welcome in. We just finished playing this game, and you were so lovely last time. We wanted to drop our chat off with you again. Oh, that's so sweet. Hello, Saxy Whistle Snail. I love that name. You got our names right. Thank you. Of course. Man, I love anyone who loves Phoenix Wright because it's a great franchise. You don't think I can get you off? Exactly. Hwasong. It might be spoilery. The clips, I mean. Oh, that's right, because you guys were playing more Phoenix Wright today, huh? It's okay. Guys, just know, definitely please check out Save Data Team for those of you from my channel, because they have a cool thing going on. I think I also caught their murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Everyone there is super chill. I think I saw in today's chat, I think I saw them like counting out numbers and the alphabet. I think that was like earlier in stream. But they have good vibes. They post the VODs to YouTube every Monday and Tuesday. Okay, yeah. I think that's the... So I went to the YouTube channel to check the VODs, and I'm gonna be checking it for this game specifically. I do plan on playing the other games, like the older games, on my stream eventually, so I don't want to like spoil myself by watching it. It's been a while since I was on Steam, so when I saw the Sonic murder game, I was so confused. Dude, everyone and their mother is playing Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Like, at least 5 people on my games, like, friends list this week played it. It's crazy. Anyways, hi guys, welcome in Raiders. My name's Princess. I'm a variety streamer here on Twitch. Today we are playing some more Great Ace Attorney, which was a game redeem by one of our community members. You too can make me play a game like a dancing monkey if you decide to put 100,000 channel points into a game redeem. But I'm having fun. We are so close to the court case, I think. We've done a lot of investigation, so we're like almost there. Whatever happens, and until my very last breath, I am completely on your side. What do you expect me to say to that? Oh, she's crying. Then it's decided. I will take these favors now and carry out the necessary preparations for tomorrow's trial. It would be a shame to throw them away now after it's been penned with your name so beautifully. Tropical, thank you for the toy bones. I refuse. All my points are being spent on boobs and throwing bones at you. That's okay too. I mean, the bones are cheap. They're like 50 treats. Do what you like. You Eastern lot are... I don't know what you are. I don't get you. Alright, for sure. Court case now, right? Gina's taken herself off to the back of her cell. She'd never admit it, but I hope she's feeling relieved. That turned out alright in the end, I think. Their playthrough of AI The Somnium Files is another favorite of mine. It's one of my favorite games, and it's awesome watching their reactions to it. A lot of Ace Attorney fans would probably enjoy it, or playing the game themselves. Wait, that sounds kind of scary. Is it AI or AL? Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. If there's one thing everyone needs to know about me right now, is I do not do any horror games. I get so scared. Oh wait, no, it doesn't look scary at all. Yum, 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 yum. It says... Wait. It's saying you can't see this yet because it has gore and violence. Are you sure you want to see it? Oh, I see. AI. I love AI. Oh, you might not like it. It's got a lot of eye horror. Eye horror? Oh no. Hold on, this is the little blurb on Steam. In a near future, Tokyo, Detective Kaname Date is on the case of a mysterious serial killer. Date must investigate crime scenes as well as dreams on the hunt for clues. From the mind of Kotaro Uchikoshi, Zero Escape series director, with character design by the Yusuke Kozaki No More Heroes Fire Emblem series, a thrilling neo-noir detective adventure is about to unfold. Story: one rainy night in November, a woman's body is found at an abandoned theme park, mounted on a merry-go-round horse. Ew, that sounds kind of gross. She had been stabbed repeatedly, and her left eye was gouged out. Kaname Date of the Metropolitan Police Department arrives on the scene. He recognizes the woman. Suddenly, he hears a noise from inside the merry-go-round. He breaks into the merry-go-round central column to find a young girl. And in her hands, she grips a bloody ice pick. That sounds kind of scary, actually. I don't know if I'd be able to play it. I mean, even just like a little bit of scary scares me. I'm a big chicken. Unless we force you to play it with Game Redeem. It's true, you could force me to play it with the Game Redeem. I wouldn't classify it as a horror game, really, but it does have some gore and potentially triggering things. I mean, I was able to play Danganronpa, so maybe that's not too bad. Tiny played it. Maybe I can ask Tiny, because I think he knows what my level of, like, probably gore is. I probably just need someone to warn me when, when things are gonna get real serious.
Whoever's hiding there, show yourself at once! Eavesdropping is the height of cowardice.
Miss Susato?
Somebody is there in the shadows. I can sense it. Somebody who wasn't there before.
What? Oh. Oh, blimey, you're sharp, eh? It's the inspector! I suppose you were using one of those mystic Japanese arts like the art of stealth I've heard so much about. The girl in it looks a bit like seriously. Oh, really?
Oh yes, Hermes. Hello, baby boy.
Yes. Sorry, my dog just came up to me. I love your Susato voice. Oh, thank you. I love doing Susato's voice. It gives my throat a little bit of a break because it's a very soft voice. If anyone was being stealthy, it was you, Inspector.
Gregsy!
Oh, dear me, I am most terribly sorry, your ladyship. I didn't mean to startle you.
How long have you been listening in on our conversation?
Good grief! Listening in? No. I just got word that there were some visitors who were refusing to leave even though it was after hours. I assure you, your ladyship, I only just arrived this very minute, not a moment earlier. That's all it is. Nothing untoward. Nothing at all. The original, seriously, image. I see. Back from the shower. Welcome back, Action Production. I hope you enjoyed. After hours. Is it that late already? So then, I'll humbly excuse myself now, your ladyship. Ta-ta, toodaloo, cheerio, all the best, bye and bye. That's a lot of farewells, and not one of them appropriate for her ladyship.
Oh, but I wanted to have a chat.
I'm terribly sorry, but time is pressing at the minute.
Oh, I see. That's a shame.
If I don't get this emergency at the Supreme Court dealt with sharpish, Lord Strongheart will... well...
Emergency?
Lord Strongheart? Nothing, forget I said anything. Anyway, I'm off.
All right, Gregsy, if you have to, but let's chat soon.
Delighted, charmed, can't wait, if you please, my pleasure. I'm sorry. He's so funny when Iris is here. Good night, Tropical. Let me give you a little tuck into bed. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate you hanging out.
Hey, Hermes, Uncle Tropical says good night. Oops for you. Yes. Okay. Little kisses.
That's a lot of pleasantries, and not one of them sounded sincere. I love your voices and your own voice too. Oh, Miso, thank you very much. I love doing the voices. It makes the game a lot more colorful. Yes, my doggo likes to hang out, and everyone in chat is welcome to give him snoot boops and kisses. His name is Hermes. He's my favorite. He's a golden retriever. Oh, thank you for the follow, Midnight Samurai. Welcome in. Ask her to do an Irish accent? Absolutely not.
Rexy's so funny. He says such silly things.
It's certainly entertaining to see an inspector of the police fawning to a 10-year-old. But anyway, I wonder what this emergency is at the Supreme Court. I must attend the court clerk's office now before it closes. Yes, of course. Thank you, Miss Susato. Oh, but she's leaving soon. Kindly escort Iris home now, Mr. Naruhodo. I shall meet you there later. I've replayed the AA games so many times, and I never get tired of hearing people voice them on stream. I love hearing people's different interpretations. Well, you are definitely welcome here, and thank you so much for all the kind words. I really appreciate it. And so, our investigation came to an end. Susato-san went to file the necessary papers for my defense of Gina the following day. Also, chat, like, my viewers, if you want to hear some good voice acting, the Save Data team actually does a really good job of doing voices for all of the games that they play. So, are they... guys from the Save Data team's channel, are they like voice actors? Of course, yeah, thanks for coming by. And then it hit me. I could no longer suppress the wretched feeling that had been gnawing away at my insides. Tomorrow, Susato-san would be leaving Britain and making her way back to Japan. Naruhodo-san, it's been a very trying day, hasn't it? I do hope you're not too exhausted. What about you, Susato-san? Today has been even more trying for you, I'm sure. Mr. Sholmes was shot before our eyes. Gina was arrested. All on the back of the news that her father had fallen ill and that she must return to Japan at once. I hope your father recovers soon. Thank you for your kind words. I wonder why it is that so many thoughts rage in my head like a storm, and yet I seem unable to find the words to express any of them. I know exactly what you mean. Wes and Zach have both done some acting. Wes specializes in voice acting. Gotcha. Thank you for the info, Caro M. Wes is an actual voice actor, and if I recall, Zach is an actor, although not specifically voice. Gotcha. Same brain! Thank you very much for filling me in. Yes, so anyways, as you can see from that description, their streams are quite entertaining. So please go check them out. Do it. I'll give them another shout out in case you guys were curious. Go check them out. Anyway, I have one final task to complete as your judicial assistant. And Prij is the actual lore. Yes. Is it Prij? I feel like I've heard his name said a couple times, but I wasn't super paying attention to like the pronunciation, just like what you guys were saying. But yes, he is like Prij. Thank you. I can remember that. Prij. Okay, Prij. Yes, because I went to snoop in the VODs on YouTube, and I think I saw one of the very first like streams that they did, and Prij was like dressed up in like a suit and stuff.
Or it might have been the highlight video that I saw of like, I think it was like 6 hours of highlights. I only saw a couple minutes because I was like, this is really long and I don't want to spoil myself. But like, he was definitely wearing a suit in the first couple of streams. Really committed to the bit. Thank you so much for the follow, Ever Entropy. Welcome in. Once that is done, I shall make preparations for my departure tomorrow. One final task? Going back to Japan. It's just 2 months since we arrived in London. She's gonna spend like 2 months at sea again. That sucks. But we've managed to establish this office. It was finally feeling as though we were settling in. I would be lying if I said I felt no regret. I'm so sorry, Susato-san. There are other Save Data members too on different streams. Right now, Zach, Krish, and like 4 other members are doing a D&D campaign called Saving Throw. Oh my god, I love saving throws. My favorite that I always hear from my DM, Constitution Saving Throw. I've been really excited about D&D recently just because like my friend group, we started a new campaign and I made this really funny bugbear barbarian character whose name is Thurk. And he's just really big and really dumb. I really can't wait to roleplay a big dumb barbarian. How long have they been doing their D&D campaign? I feel like the worst part of her trip is that I'd get bored quickly. Yeah, because it takes so long to travel by boat. Especially because, you know, this was... And like, you could die on these boat trips. They were long. I'm so sorry, Susato-san. It's just so sudden. I really don't know what to think. I've had no time to gather my thoughts. A few months now? It's on the 2nd arc. Oh, okay. So they're like really deep into the campaign at this point. Started playing D&D for the first time. My character is also a dummy. Bro's wisdom set is non-existent. Oh my god. Because I've always played really like charismatic characters. Like my 2 other characters from a previous campaign were like Satyr Bard and this other one I play is another barbarian, but I play him for one-shots. He's kind of smart though. So it's my first time playing a really, really dumb, like dim character, and like he talks like this all the time and he doesn't know what's going on. He's not really perceptive. And so I'm really excited to just roleplay him with all the other characters around the table. How are you enjoying D&D? How long have you been playing for? I'm enjoying playing a very moody cleric. She's like that angry school nurse everyone is scared of. Ooh, that sounds fun. I feel like those school nurses are almost always like the nice staff at school because they don't have to teach students, you know? I've never really met a moody school nurse. They've always been really pleasant. I know we've only been here a short time, but in my limited experience of the courtroom, I feel I've learned something. And what would that be? It seems to me there are many facets to people's personalities. Facets? And like a jewel, the light plays off them in complex patterns, illuminating their actions and their motives. But we see only a small number of the total facets, and what is illuminated is only a part of the whole story. What lies in the shadows? What do those facets we cannot see look like? Perhaps there are some parts we'll never lay eyes on, for as long as we live. That's so true. I've been playing for 3 weeks at this point. It's been great. I was hesitant to join, but I'm glad I did. I'm glad you did too. D&D is always a great experience for new players. I I remember the first time I played D&D with my friends. We all started at the same time, and it was because my DM, he had been wanting to head a campaign for the longest time, and we all know each other, so we meet up every Friday. So I'm actually gonna be hanging out with them this Friday as well. But we do dinner, we cook dinner together, we eat dinner, and then we play D&D. And I think the first 2 to 3 months, we were really heavy on the rolling and very light on the role play. Just because, you know, we were still kind of in our heads about like playing characters in front of each other. But I think we've just lived into this thing where like it's really comfortable, and it's totally okay for us to be silly with each other now. It's like been such a great thing for my friendship with my friends that we get to hang out every week, and it's so fun. And you know, like I feel like I'm not judged or whatever when I'm hanging out with these friends in particular. Like I can say anything and no one's gonna get offended or sad or angry. Guys, find you a group of D&D players, because they'll probably be the like coolest friends you'll ever make. Hello, Apple. Welcome in. How are you? I love you as well. I hope you're having a good evening. That's amazing, right? And I hope that for you guys who are part of D&D campaigns, you also feel that way. You deserve to feel like you're not putting on some kind of mask when you're, you know, having fun and playing with others. And if you don't feel that way right now, I say keep looking, because that's what you deserve. How's the night, you stinker? Night's going good. How was Phasmophobia? I am making my way to the case. 5. Court day, hopefully. I'm like so close I can like taste it. Sometimes I feel as though I'm blind to so much, but I keep hoping that one day it will all become clear. All the facets will be illuminated, and I'll finally understand how everything fits together. Why was that sentence so hard for you to say? I have no idea. I'm almost to the court case. I don't know why I said it all weird, show. My brain is short-circuiting right now. I need my CPAP machine. The medical device company needs to call me back so hard right now. I'm like, if it gets to Friday and I haven't gotten clearance for the device, I'm gonna call my doctor and be like, so do you know? Well, I can't call my doctor. I'll call my insurance and I'll be like, do you know the status of my medical device that I really need because I am lacking in sleep? Phasma was great. One of my friends had VR, so it was extra funny. That sounds so scary. I'm not into that. No, absolutely not. Naruhodo-san. I suppose what matters is that we keep our eyes open and keep moving forward, even if the way sometimes seems dark. It's amazing to think it's just been 2 months. You've grown so much. Sorry? What? Oh, no, it was nothing. Unimportant. Less scary since we were being stupid. I mean, Phasma was really scary for me when I played it, so... Did I tell you the EULA screen of Phasmo scared me when I had to accept the end-user licensing agreement? He hit the gritty in VR. What does that mean? Like, he hit the out-of-bounds area? Do you know what time you will leave London in the morning? Yes, I picked up my ticket earlier. I shall be leaving here at 4 a.m. I see. Well, I'll escort you to the station. Absolutely not. Sorry? I'm sure you realize why I couldn't possibly let you do that. You have a very important day ahead of you tomorrow. Gina's trial. Yes, I know, but... every word you utter will have the potential to determine Gina's fate. The Gritty is a dance. Oh, when I played Phasmo with my friend Clayton, I think he also had VR and he climbed into a toilet. That's all I remember. Hello, fellow CPAP user. I hope everything gets sorted out for you ASAP. I feel awful if I accidentally fall asleep for even like half an hour without my machine. Oh my god, Miso. I swear to also, is your username like in reference to shrimp? Because I know some people like the head of the shrimp is really yummy. Tasty. I love it. Sorry, off topic. But no, I did my sleep study last week. And it was supposed to be like the first half of the night was the sleep study portion, and then if I qualified, then the second half of the night they would hook me up to CPAP to see if it improved. Let me tell you, I qualified for CPAP within the first hour of falling asleep. Like the lady literally, the nurse was like, oh, okay, so, you know, I hooked you up with all these wires. It's okay, just fall asleep when you can. And I told her, I was like, falling asleep is not a problem for me. I'm literally running so tired all day that as soon as I tell my brain, okay, it's time to sleep, I like fall asleep. So I went to bed around like, I want to say 9:45-ish. And the lady comes in, she wakes me up, she's like, hey, you qualified for CPAP, and so I just want to, you know, fit you with this mask, and then we'll see how you do for the rest of the night. She leaves, and I look at my phone, and it's 11 o'clock. And the doctor called me at like on Monday to go over the results because the nurse was the one who had like done the clinical study. And so the doctor called me on Monday and he was like, yeah, so you had, you know, 9 apneas before you qualified that first hour. We found a pressure of 7 something, you know, was good for you. The next steps are the medical device company has to like get the approvals. And I was like, great, awesome. The first night, oh, DQ unit, good night. Thank you so much for the lurk. I really appreciate it. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Thank you so much, Show, for tucking DQ unit in. When I did the sleep study, I slept so well. The entire day, I felt so energetic, and I was like, is this what normal people feel like when they sleep well? Like when they sleep okay? I've been missing out. So I literally cannot wait until my CPAP machine comes home so I can sleep like a normal person. I'm so excited. And I will like shout it from the rooftops for everyone. Like if you ever feel fatigued during the day and you feel like you have no energy and people say that you snore, go get freaking tested for sleep apnea, because it's a huge quality of life thing. I would know. The one day I had it, I felt great. And I felt really shitty for the last week because I haven't been able to sleep well. It's in reference to Cousin Miso in Katamari Damacy. She has a head that's a bowl of miso soup. Oh my god, that sounds delicious. I love miso soup. Yes, Apple, you did tell me you got a big Ditto. I think you came in yesterday and said you got a big Ditto plush. Also, I might play Toreba for a special stream. I'm trying, everyone was talking about it yesterday, or not yesterday, Monday, and I was like, what if I play a Toreba stream for a special, like, 888 followers stream? We'll play some crane games. You get as much rest as possible, even though, like me, I'm sure you will find it hard to sleep. I forgot the things I say. No worries, Apple. I remember though. You said you got a big Ditto plushie and that it's like humongous. But please, for me, do try. You mentioned one final task a moment ago. Oh my, I nearly forgot. Please, I want you to have this. What is that? Some huge bundle of documents. It's my notes from the case 2 months ago. The murder that was committed on the omnibus. The McGilded case. It seems to me that this case of Mr. Windibank's murder, of which Gina is accused, is very much tied up with that omnibus case, in ways that are not yet completely apparent. So I took the liberty of consolidating my writings about the case for you. With everything else she's had to think about, Susato-san still managed to do this, and all neatly laid out for me in her beautiful handwriting. It was my pleasure. I can only hope that it will bolster your case tomorrow for Gina. Thank you so much, Susato-san. I will do my best to use it wisely. You really are the best judicial assistant in the world. Well, that's extremely flattering. But I'm sorry to say that I've been a complete failure. Sorry? I didn't quite catch what you said there. Oh, ignore me. I was just mumbling to myself. Susato-san, you are not a failure. You're the one who's always butting in and saying, according to British law, we can do this and such and such. Something just happened and I was afraid the stream was gonna reset, but thank goodness it didn't. Oh, is my stream okay? Yeah? Did I like disconnect for like a hot second? I'm sorry. Well, it's getting rather late. I think you should go to bed now, Naruhodo-san. I must finish packing up things in my room. Susato-san, I wish you the very best of luck tomorrow. Good night. Wait, there's something I need to say. Hi-ya! What was that? A secret technique of mine. The Susato shutdown. Shutdown? CPAP didn't help my fatigue as drastically, but I'm still super glad that I got diagnosed because untreated apnea is such a health risk, and apparently I was hurting my throat from gasping for breath at night. I would get acid reflux at night a lot, but I had no idea it was even related to apnea. And now if I fall asleep without it, I get a sore throat. Oh my gosh, right? I'm really glad that you're one of the people that helps with fatigue so quickly. Yeah, I think I'm just not getting great sleep because again, right, apnea is when you're not breathing. It's because my sister has sleep apnea. She's younger than me and she got diagnosed like 2 to 3 years ago. And she did say that like it was because she has an enlarged tongue. And she said that's genetic, so you should go see a doctor. She was also concerned because she was like a lack of oxygen and, you know, depriving your brain of oxygen long term has effects like early onset Alzheimer's and all this other health stuff that she like really made me scared of. So I finally went to go get tested. She did the take-home study, I think, and she measured in at like 39 apneas an hour. And that was really high. I was hoping that they would run the test for the full 4 hours and then 4 hours of CPAP, but apparently they only did enough for me to qualify, so I don't know what my full like apnea index is. It's bad in 2 ways. It ruins your sleep and you suffocate multiple times an hour. Susato takedown! That's right. It's the Susato shutdown today. Please, I implore you. If we have to voice our goodbyes, I won't be able to hold back my tears. Oh, and then she just leaves. Susato-san. Now I'm sad because I saw her starting to cry. Susato-san.
It truly had been a trying day. On our feet for hours, getting Gina to open up to us, and learning the truth about that nemesis of a case. Physically and mentally, I was exhausted, and yet the idea of sleep seemed impossible, but I forced myself to close my eyes. And as a cacophony of scenes of our lives here in London played through my mind, eventually, my fatigue triumphed, and I fell into a deep sleep. And just like that, she's gone. Bye, Susato. This is my last case. How could she leave before our last case? So sad. The Small Hours, St. Sinner's Hospital. Oh! Sholmes, how's he doing? Wasn't he anesthetized? And we were worried about him not waking up? Yes, I quite understand. That is a great weight off of my mind. It's Sholmes. Rest assured, I shall put everything in place exactly as we have discussed. Thank you so much. It has been an honor and a pleasure to be acquainted with you, Mr. Sholmes. 30 an hour? I only had 10 apneas an hour, similar to you, but I feel you. It would be interesting to know the full numbers. Apnea tends to be worse in deeper sleep. So I wonder if your sister was sleeping more deeply at home. Yeah, I think so. I think if I did a take-home test, like that number would be more accurate. But they did say that sometimes there's like false negatives when you do the take-home test with the recording device, which is why I was like, I'll just do it at the clinic. Like, I'll do it all at once, because either way, I have to like go pick up the device, drop off the device, wait for them to do an analysis, and then go to the center to do the CPAP mask. And I'm like, I might as well just go there and do it all at once to do the clinic study and also CPAP. So that's the direction I went. You'll just have to play Great Ace Attorney 2 to see her again. Thought Sholmes had bags under his eyes, and I was like, twinning, but it was just dust on my screen. My Sholmes with bags under his eyes? Absolutely not. On the contrary, the pleasure has been mine. Who is he talking to? I bid you farewell, and Godspeed. Oh. Susato-san, my dear madam. To be continued. But then we're gonna continue it, like, right now. It's the case! It's case day! When I woke the following morning, Susato-san was already gone. Outside the window, the rain came down in sheets. And so began an even longer day than the last. One that I would remember for the rest of my days. I think that's a good choice. It's good if they can monitor everything, like brainwaves, movement, to see exactly what's going on. Yeah, because like they also measure like if you grind your teeth and if you kick your legs, which I don't think they would get accurate measurements if it was like the take-home study. I think I slept like super still, so because I remember like sleeping and then waking up in the exact same position I slept in. If only he kept off his jacket more. Dude, Sholmes is so dandy without his coat on. I love it. Good morning, Gina. I'm determined to prove your innocence today. I'm sure we can do it. So, where's your friend then? Sorry? You know, in the fancy dress. Susato, or however you say it, I don't know.
Miss Susato had to leave early this morning. She was already gone by the time I woke up.
You alright with that, are ya? Forget about me if you like. Go and see her off.
It's fine. It's not as though Miss Susato and I won't meet again one day.
Even so.
But you, Gina, you only get one chance. This trial today is all we have.
Good morning, you two.
Is that Ginny? Or, sorry, Iris? It was so cool weird with mine. They told me I had been dreaming based on my brainwaves and I didn't remember any dreams. Oh my god, I haven't been able to remember any dreams. Like, I know for the past month, I've dreamed. And I know this because when I wake up, I have hazy memories that I did dream. And then like about 30 minutes after, I completely forget what my dream was about. Unless it was like a really strong, like negative emotion, I think, then I remember. But I haven't been able to remember my dreams for like actually a really long time now. I often forget Gina and Susato are supposed to be the same age. They're just so wild. Wait, they're the same age? Shut up. Are you lying right now? Susato seems so much older. Isn't she in college?
How are you feeling, Ginny? Did you manage to sleep?
Iris, what are you doing here?
What do you mean? When a friend is in need, we show our support. Isn't that right, Waggy? Meow. Oh, Waggy!
A great way to show your support, kitty.
Let him have a nose around. What harm can it do?
Pretty sure they are both 16. Are they both in the court record? Good question. 16. Oh my god, Gina is older. Oh my god. Gina is older than Susato-san? I cannot. Dude, can you fucking imagine? Wait. Can you fucking imagine, like, a 16-year-old telling you all these, like, things in, like, British law of, like, all these rules? And, like, having to go to a foreign country at 16? Not only having to learn the language, but also learning how to do such a complicated job, like fucking defending someone in court? Excuse? Wow, Susato-san, mad respect.
Oh, that reminds me. I brought a paper on the way here. Now, would you like the good news or the bad news? What do you say, Runo? Ginny?
Oh, well, I think I'd rather get the bad news out of the way first. Nah, always take the good news first. You might not live to hear the bad. I guess that is a thought process.
Yes, that question always gives away people's personalities.
Wait, what are you guys? Are you guys like a bad news first or good news first? I always choose the bad news first. I feel like Susato should be Runo's age at least. I thought Runo was like 20-something. Let me see. Oh, we don't have Kazuma here, so I can't see how old he is. Because we know Kazuma's in like university, right? So he must be like 20-something. I guess all AA pro tags need a teenage girl assistant. Bad news first for sure, right? Because then like you hear the bad news and then you hear the good news and it makes you feel less bad about the bad news. I'm definitely not 16 anymore, and I still don't have the work ethic of Susato. I know, it's crazy.
Let's not go there.
Alright then, I'll give you the bad news first. A record amount of rain has fallen this morning, and carriages all over the capital are struggling to move.
Huh? The bad news was a weather report?
So I hope that Susie made her train to Dover and that the train isn't delayed on its way to the port.
Gosh, yes. Alright then. So what's the good news?
Well, the rain is forecast to subside this afternoon. So even if the train is delayed, it should be able to make up the time later. Well, that is good news, isn't it?
I couldn't give a monkeys, really. If only all good news canceled out the bad.
And look, this trial has made the headlines too. Pawnbroker perishes in pick purse plunder. See?
How'd you like that? Well, let them say what they want. See if I care. I can't, because you're covering your face.
Don't worry, Runa will show everyone that this headline is nonsense.
I will?
And then in tomorrow's papers, the headlines will be Discharged diver is dauntless do-gooder. Isn't that right, Runo?
Oh, yes, let's hope so.
Of course they will. I have absolute faith in you. How was that? I was trying to sound like Susie. Did it work? Did it?
It's like she was still here. Today's paper has been entered into the court record. Wait, why is that important? Are we gonna need to use it later? Let's just read what it says. Real quick. We got a couple things in the court record. We got this. Omnibus murder. Case summary. Victim found deceased on the last scheduled omnibus. Details of the victim. Mason Milverton. Brickmaker. East End of London. Conviction was assured with 3 eyewitness testimonies. However, a surprise 4th witness testimony resulted in acquittal due to insufficient evidence. Okay, so that one's that.
Pawnbroker perishes in pick purse plunder. How awful! For Ginny, I mean.
But tomorrow's headline will be Discharged Diver is Dauntless Do-Gooder, right?
Yes, something like that. If possible, I'd like to go even bigger.
Bigger? How?
Proud pickpocket protects planet post-trial, perhaps.
Protects planet?
Oh, I can't wait for tomorrow now. It's going to be so great.
What's this one?
There's a sensational story lower down the front page as well. Look. Ministry mole? Classified secrets may have been leaked overseas from Ministry of Justice.
For a 10-year-old, Iris certainly has her finger on the pulse of world news.
It's about secret communications between Great Britain and its allies. Apparently, they're being intercepted by hostile nations.
Communications are being intercepted. But how would somebody be doing that?
That's the question, isn't it? I've come up with 3 different possible methods so far. Are you looking for a new career, Runo?
No, of course not. Hello, Cloudy. Welcome in. How are you? Hello, hello. Hope you've been doing good. I wonder. Perhaps this is what Lord Strongheart was talking about yesterday.
Yes, it could be. And it could explain why he has Gregsy running from pillar to post at the moment. Morning's paper, which contains an article about government secrets being leaked to foreign agencies. Not happy? Oh no, Cloudy, what's wrong? Are you okay? Did something bad happen?
Obviously, I don't know the law like Susie does, but still. I'll be by your side the whole time, giving you moral support and encouragement.
Head pats to feel better? Yes, head pats to feel better. Missed Zero Cycle for like 5 times. Oof. Sorry. It's that Jump King. It's so difficult to get just right. Posted in the server. Gotcha.
I will take a look at it later.
I'm not sure that big thing is as comforting as you think it is, to be honest, but thank you, Iris. That's very kind of you. Oh yeah, Iris.
Yes, Jenny?
Well, I was wondering, is all, about Sholmes. Did they fix him up all right?
Yes. The operation was a great success, but Hurley still hasn't come around yet.
Wait, that's not true. He was awake last night. We saw him talking to Susato-san, right? Huh?
I've asked a friend of mine at Scotland Yard to send a telegram as soon as he wakes up.
I'm sure Gregson will let us know the moment there's news. That doesn't sound right. Wait, so was it a secret that he is awake? Why would he keep that a secret? Oh, right. No Susato-san and no Mr. Sholmes. It's all down to me today to prove that Gina is innocent of this crime. Miss Gina Lestrade, counsel for the defense. The trial is about to begin. Sorry, all of a sudden, I'm like getting super allergic to something. My nose is getting all runny. Please make your way into the courtroom.
It's time then.
Yes, let's go, Gina. Iris.
Lead the way, Runo.
Poor Gina. She's trying to put on a brave face, but I can tell she's worried and scared. Oh no, I passed my germs through the screen. No, it's not you, it's me. I have to go into work tomorrow. I hope online contagion is real. I know if I use this as an excuse, my coworkers will just be like, she's not really sick, so I'm still gonna go into the office. But I hope if I talk to my boss, they'll be like, go home, princess, you're sick. She's trying to put on a brave face, but I can tell she's worried and scared. I have to believe in her from start to finish. That's the weapon that will secure our victory here. Kazuma, if I learned anything from my great friend, it's that. Just obnoxiously cough a few times for good measure, make it convincing. I should just, you know, have tissues in my pockets and like sneeze at people. I'll sneeze in the general direction, but still into my elbow because I'm not a monster, okay? My favorite parts of the game, where I can finally feast my eyes upon Van Zeeks again. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. This trial shall determine the guilt or innocence of Miss Gina Lestrade. I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed.
The prosecution is ready. The defense is ready.
Lord Van Zeeks.
Not like the guy behind me on the plane who sneezes and coughs I could feel on my head. Fuck that guy. You also know what? Like, I was watching some people, like, some videos of air travel on Twitter, I think. And, like, people who had their hair over the back of their chair and then it would cover the other person's, like, you know, screen, airplane screen. Like, fuck that, girl. Like, why would you do that? Like, that is just so fucking inconsiderate. Like, if you don't want your hair in your face or, like, all around you, fucking braid it and stick it down your back like a normal person. My lord. Remind me, how many years ago was it that you withdrew from the public prosecution service? It was some 5 years ago, my lord. Yes, and then 2 months ago, you resurfaced somewhat unexpectedly, and here you are again today. Are there some circumstances of which the court should be aware that have led to this erratic behavior? Trial time. In what one might describe as your former life 5 years past, you dealt exclusively in matters concerned with the highest echelons of society and government. Yeah, fuck her too! We're all on the same plane experiencing the same inconveniences. At least, right, don't add to the inconvenience and be considerate of others. It's so annoying. Like, and the other thing is, like, here's the rule. If you have an aisle seat, then the aisle seat armrest is yours. If you have a window seat, the window seat armrest is yours. If you happen to be the unlucky person who is in a middle seat, both those armrests belong to you. If you are in an aisle seat or a window seat, please be courteous to the person in the middle and let them have the armrest. I always allow the person in the middle to have the armrest next to me because, dude, being in the middle fucking sucks, okay? You don't have to be, like, all hogging your space. Like, you get the whole fucking aisle. Calm down. Really? Yet today, you choose to try a simple case of burglary and murder. I confess I find it more than a little befuddling, counsel. There are 2 types of person I cannot abide. Firstly, those wealthy scoundrels who hide behind a mask of philanthropy to cheat the public at large.
He means Mr. McGilded, who you defended against the Reaper 2 months ago.
Yes, I just about managed to work that out, thank you. There is no worse feeling than being in the middle and both people next to you are sleeping and you have to pee. That does suck. So I always advise people, if you are in the middle or window seat, if the aisle person gets up, it's fucking time. Get the fuck up and go use the bathroom so that everyone in that aisle uses the bathroom, so that you don't have to bother people to get up again. Magnus McGilded. If I'd known what a monster he was, I never would have defended him. And secondly, even more loathsome, those wily scoundrels who masquerade as allies only to effect total betrayal in the final hour. In other words, the confidence tricksters from those tiny islands in the Far East. The Nipponese. That's fucking racist, Van Zeeks. I literally just said
Here comes my favorite part of the game, the courts, because there's Van Zeeks, and he just had to be fucking racist. What? Did he really just say that?
He means you now, Runo.
I actually managed to work that out too. Thank you, Iris! Yes, thanks, Iris. Total betrayal. What are you talking about? That torrid look of hatred in Lord Van Zeek's eyes. Was that directed solely at me? Or was he talking about all Japanese people? An alarmingly scathing explanation, Lord Van Zeeks. Still, the judiciary welcomes the return of the so-called Reaper of the Bailey, feared by all London's malefactors. Your lordship is too kind. Now, jurors, the 6 of you have been selected at random to represent the will of the people in this trial. Hey, that husband wasn't that husband random? Hold on. First off, that husband, wasn't he what's the word? Not committed. He was sentenced to manslaughter? His wife was. Oh, because she threw it. Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. I lied. Then we have the maid that is really rude. That blonde-haired boy is new. Oh my gosh, it's the old man that couldn't hear anything in the last trial. And now he's wearing a doctor's getup. Then we have the lady who was typing, and we have the guy from the boat? Isn't that the criminal that, like, from the news article, the rebel? Guilty? No, what's that word? It's not committed. Charged with manslaughter. That's the word I was looking for. Court jury, all stars. Are you ready to hear the evidence placed before you and determine the guilt or innocence of the defendant? Former lieutenant in the British Army here, don't you know, chaps like me were born ready. Clean crockery, clean cutlery, and a clean conscience. His lordship's motto is very appropriate here, I think.
Everything will be stereoscopic in the future. Absolutely everything, and I'm ready for it.
I don't understand it. I
Can't have left it in there.
It's not possible. But could I have?
A woman indispensable in society. Stop. Female-centric future awaits. Stop.
Good day. I am visiting London for sightseeing. I would like to take bus to Crystal Tower, please. Why is the old man in a Dr. Uniform the totally not unknown criminal? Oh yes, Vilen Bolshevik is my favorite juror. If he was my surgeon, I would request a different book. This is the old guy. First he was a normal guy, now he's a doctor. Yeah, first he came to the trial super normal, like just a very confused old grandpa, and now he's a doctor. I'm concerned.
Is something wrong, Runo?
Oh, no, not exactly. It's just... I'm fairly sure I recognize these jurors. Almost all of them, in fact.
Really? Funny coincidences like that do happen from time to time, don't they? But it is quite strange. The jurors are chosen at random from London's 6 million inhabitants, you know.
So I've been led to believe, but something tells me I'm being duped. That's true, Sho. Doctors are normal people, too. He does practice good hand hygiene, though. Watch his animation when he presses the verdict button. Okay, I'm very excited about this. Don't judge. The old man's an artist with his scalpel. I don't know if I want my doctor or surgeon to be known as an artist when he's operating on me. I would like a very, like, impartial, like, by-the-book surgeon. Don't take any liberties. The court calls upon the prosecution to introduce the facts of the case. As you wish, my lord. Allow me to begin with a word of warning to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury. In short, there has never been a more self-evident case of cold-blooded murder. The victim, Mr. Pop Windebank, proprietor of a pawn shop on Baker Street, was shot from behind and died instantly. The prosecution presents this photographic print of the crime scene. As the court will observe, there is a single bullet wound just below the gentleman's left shoulder. Isn't that where your heart is, like right around that area of your body? But if he's an artist, you can have your scar shaped like a pretty flower? Absolutely not. Do not mutilate me to put a scar-shaped anything on my body. Or an X-shaped scar anywhere on my body, I guess. The evidence suggests that the bullet pierced the man's heart, resulting in near instant death. Yes, that is where your heart is. Okay, cool. Moving on to the findings of Scotland Yard's coroner. His report states that the bullet entered the body on a rising diagonal trajectory. And what's that supposed to tell us? It means that the victim was likely shot by someone significantly shorter in height than himself. Untrue, because if the reverse is true, which is he was shot from a low angle underneath, he could have also been shot from a high angle behind. Yes, that is possible. Died instantly could never be a victim in an anime or K-drama. They need at least 10 minutes to say their last words. Updates the autopsy report. Hello, Ascended Lizard. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Good evening. Someone, like the accused, you might say. Howdy, howdy. The prosecution wishes to present the autopsy report and crime scene photograph as evidence, my lord. Indeed, the court accepts. Hand them to the bailiff, please. Autopsy report has been entered into the court record, as well as the crime scene photograph. I now ask the court to turn its attention to this plan of the establishment where the incident occurred. The proprietor was found in the storeroom where he kept articles pawned to him. Hermes, what are you doing? Are you taking a break underneath the table? That reminds me of an Arrested Development gag where one character wakes up from surgery. My middle and index finger are switched for the first time ever, Dr. Sci-Fi. It also sounds like a good way for a tall person to try and frame a short, right? Yeah, exactly. Or get this. It could have been a normal height person and the victim was crouched to the floor. There are many ways that you can explain a diagonal trajectory to a bullet wound. And if you don't have good forensics, you cannot determine which of these options is the case. The proprietor was found in the storeroom where he kept articles pawned to him. A windowless room with a single point of entry, a door to the main shop that was found locked. In this sealed chamber, there were only 2 persons present. The victim, Mr. Windibank, and the accused. Slams hands on desk. Justice for short people. I don't know what that's like. I'm very average height. I am 5'3.5". The ½ inch is very important. I'm almost 5'4". A very average height for a female. It may further interest the court to know that when the accused was discovered at the scene, she had in her hand the gun used to fire the fatal bullet. Did they have, like, ballistics at this point in time in the 1800s? I don't think so, right? This was when, like, you could still poison people with cyanide and they couldn't catch it. The girl's guilty as hell! Objection! You can't jump to conclusions here. We mustn't assume her guilt because of what she has to do to survive. Ah, the chalice and the wine. Ace Attorney is not known for historical accuracy. My learned Nipponese friend, it is you who mustn't jump to conclusions. The prosecution has barely begun presenting its case. Conveniently, this appalling act of murder did not go unobserved. There were witnesses. Good gracious, there's always witnesses! He's washing down that racism with a nice glass of wine. Man, I wish I could wash people's bullshit with a nice glass of red wine during the workday. I'd be like, fuck you, I'm gonna drink some wine. Don't bother me. I wish I could do that. After their testimony, the girl's true nature will be exposed. Pitiful pick purse or cold-hearted killer. Here's to establishing the truth. Does he ever drink it? Is there like an actual drinking animation? Cause I mean, he's always just held it and swirled it in his hand, or like crushed it, or tossed it into the fire, right? I don't think I've ever seen him drink the wine. The court will take the floor plan and firearm into evidence. Hand them to the bailiff, please, Lord Van Zeeks. I don't think so, not that I can remember. He's just doing little sniffs. Can't get plastered on the job. Ah, I see. At once, my lord. This isn't good.
I feel like the mood in here has turned very gloomy all of a sudden, Runo.
I think that's because it has. Let us begin. Bring forth the witnesses to the foul murder of Mr. Pop Windibank on 16th April of this year. Just checked out firearm forensics on Wikipedia. Prior to mass production of firearms, each barrel and bullet mold was handmade by gunsmiths, making them unique. The first successful documented case of forensic firearm examination occurred in 1835. Oh, cool. Okay, so like by the time like late 1800s, it would have been like a known thing that you could get ballistics off of a firearm. Got harder with mass production of firearms. I'm not sure how it would work in this game. I thought like still nowadays, even nowadays, like the markings of a like gun, like the ballistics on a bullet are still unique nowadays, no? Apparently, the first time forensics was used successfully in court for mass-produced firearms was 1915. Oh, interesting. Okay, so followed by like 80 years. That's not bad. Witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court. That's such a cool fact to know, though. Did those guys shoot me? Those guys look so suspicious. Why do they look like fucking raccoons? I'm gonna store that away as a cool fun fact. 1835 is for forensic firearm examination. Oh, successful. So maybe they had firearm examinations in previous cases, but it didn't turn out to be successful. And then 1915. They look like the Mario Bros.
Name's Nash Skulkin. Occupation is, baddie. Professional baddie. Name's Ringo Skulkin. Occupation's, same as him.
Tobias Gregson, Scotland Yard Inspector. Wait, they have to sound different. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna make this guy sound normal. That's right. We're what they call the Three Skulkin Brothers. No. Wait, he's their brother? I actually kind of want to watch the Mario movie just to see what's up. The Mario movie, I have only seen people like thirsting after Bowser, and then I saw I saw the clip of Bowser singing the Peaches song. Jack Black is amazing, and then I saw someone take a picture of a Wikipedia entry of like bisexual lighting, which is almost always cast in like blue and pink, with the Peaches Bowser song like highlighting Bowser in blue and pink. You must attempt the Cockney accent. I don't even know what a Cockney accent sounds like. Okay, wait, hold on. YouTube to the rescue here. Let's see. How to do a Cockney accent. This is 3 minutes long. Okay, wait. Can you hear it?
Hello, I'm Gareth Jameson. I'm an actor and a voice coach from www.londonvoicelessons.com. Here are some tips for working on your voice.
Okay, let's skip this.
Isolate the specific sounds that occur in that accent. Now, when we're talking about a Cockney accent, we're actually going to talk about an accent that's more general to the southeast of England and East London. The term Cockney refers very specifically to people in a very particular part of London, but this is more general. Now, the first sound we'll look at is the sound you get with the letters TH put together. And normally you pronounce this with the tongue sticking out. But for the Cockney accent, we'll do it slightly differently. Listen to this sentence. This maths thing's a lot of bother.
This what?
This maths thing's a lot of bother.
This maths thing's a lot of
Notice the
butter.
TH at the beginning of the word this has changed to a D. This maths thing.
This...
And then in the word maths and thing, it's become this maths thing.
Maths
And finally in the word
thing.
bother, it's become like a V sound, bother. This
Bother.
maths thing's a lot of bother. Notice also at the end of that phrase we've got the word bother. Now normally we end that with a very small mouth, bother. But now we're going to make it much bigger, bother. Much wider,
Bother.
in the same with
Bother.
mother and butter.
These maths things something bother. Did I do it?
Especially at the ends of words or in the middle between two vowels, you're going to replace it with something called a glottal stop. This is the same sound you get in the
Fuck
word
is a glottal
uh-oh.
stop?
If you want to learn how to do a glottal stop, give me a few uh-oh and get that sound in the middle. Uh-oh. And that's what you put in butter.
Butter. Butter. Butter.
Letter.
Letter.
Try this little sentence. That's what a lot of bother.
That's what a lot of bother. That's what a lot of bother. I feel like I have cotton in my mouth.
What a lot of bother. What a lot of.
What a lot of
Notice that it's very
bother.
wide. Mava.
Bother.
Very good.
Bother.
Now another vowel that we're going to work on is the I vowel. So when I say like or fine, I have quite a wide mouth, but we're going to go much deeper now. Like. It's like almost like the oi in oil.
Like.
Like. So we get I like nice tights. That's I like nice
I
tights
like
becomes
nice
I like nice tights. Which
Tights.
is again that glottal stop at the end.
I
Tights.
like nice tights.
Finally, the ow sound. If you've ever seen My Fair Lady, this is that typical Eliza Doolittle sound. We say, how now, brown cow, if you're a standard British
How
speaker.
now, brown
The Cockney
cow.
accent is, ah. Ah, now, brown cow.
What the fuck? I'm sorry. What is this accent? Hold on.
Ah. Ah, now, brown cow.
And now, brown
To get this really right, you want to drop off those H sounds
Ah.
from the beginning as well. So don't say
now.
ah, say ah. Ah, now, brown cow.
Oh, now, brown
You'll be fitting
cow.
into EastEnders in no time.
Oh, now, brown cow.
Apparently, this is basically how Gina has been speaking. Oops. Apparently, the invention of the comparison microscope in 1925 modernized the forensic examination of firearms because it allowed them to examine the microscopic marks on the bullets side by side at the same time. The 1835 story sounds wild. They matched a recovered bullet from a murder victim to a specific mold in a suspect's home, confirming that he made the bullet. This gave further evidence that the bullet maker was the perpetrator and he was convicted. Oh, so they didn't use like actual ballistic marks on the bullet. They used like trace particulates from the bullet and matched it to like the scene where the bullet originated from. That makes sense. Let me know if the info dumping is too much. No, I love the info dumping. This is how you learn new things. Is you go on this wild Wikipedia chase, and then at the very end, you're all the way in a different topic, and you're like, how did I get here? I enjoy it, no worries. Clip Princess saying, how now, brown cow in the Cockney Assembly. How now, brown cow. They didn't at first because they were all handmade, so they didn't need to break out the microscopes. But with mass production, they had to change. Oh, I see. Okay, so mass-produced firearms still produce unique ballistics. It's just that you have to go at the microscopic level to see it. Might be too late now, but I can go back and clip later. I think I did it really good like the first time. So you should clip that one. Wait, what was it? The three skulking brothers. What are you looking at me like that for? Don't lump me in with you lot. Making you look good? Absolutely not. At least that's my understanding from a quick wiki scan. This is very interesting. Thank you for letting me know about all of that. I love it. Also, did you know, sorry, fun fact, maybe you heard about this last week, but this was because we were talking about this because Sholmes was still like under anesthetic or anesthesia, and he was like potentially not gonna wake up. And then I was like, fun fact, did you guys know to chat? People who are redheads require 20% more anesthesia than normal. Something weird just for redheads, because I think they metabolize the chemicals a lot quicker. So it is a real thing that redheads are known to need more anesthesia during surgery. That's so fascinating, right? It's so interesting. Poor blimey, that's cold. Don't you know what we're going through?
It's our older bluff. Lost contact with him, we have. So we're scouring every shady corner of the capital. And then last night, we come across you. The very spit o' the bloke, ain't that right, Ringo? He is, Nash, he is the very spit of him.
So we decided there and then what we was gonna do. We was gonna call ya.
Big Bluff Sulky.
Oh my goodness.
They're so funny. Just hold a pillow over a redhead's head for a while. It'll get the job done. How dare? How dare you, Inside Out? Come on, leave it out, you two. Sulky Skulkin, and that's before he's run out of chips. I was watching a video on YouTube about it by an anesthesiology resident. It's something they take into account when considering how much anesthesia someone will probably need. Isn't that so interesting? Like, why? Like, redheads in particular. His name is Ringo and he's eating an apple. It's very cute. And Nash, I don't know if you know, but Nashi is pear. So Nash is pear. If you guys don't know, there's a really cute prefecture mascot called Funnashi. God, I forget what prefecture he's from. Let me look it up real quick. Funnashi mascot. Funnashi is from Chiba. Funabashi Chiba. He's a really funny Japanese mascot. Everyone should look up Funnashi. It's spelled Funnasssyi. Funnashi. From Funabashi Chiba. Japanese mascots are the best. I love them. Going to look him up. Funnashi is so cute. Also, the area that I lived in had a really cute mascot as well. His name was Arukuma. And hold on. And so his design, the apple head, the Nagano prefecture is known for apples. And then on his chest, he used to have the mountain shape on his chest, which represented the Nagano Alps. But I think in recent years they changed his middle logo to the Shinshu heart. So, but he was at every training that I did when I was in Japan as a teacher. So I love him. Full name: Funadius IV, species pear, fairy, pear fairy, gender genderless, family pear trees, 248 children, birthday July 4th, 138. Hey LJ, what's up? Have you been practicing your eye crossing? No, that's why we have machines for this, LJ. How have you been? Well then, Inspector Sulky Gregson. Begging your pardon, my lord, but the name's Tobias. What I would like to know, Inspector, is what you are doing in the witness stand. The Skulkin brothers are currently under arrest, my lord, on suspicion of theft. Huff. Thieves, are they, these three? Eye crossing is not the princess way. Very true. I love that they have a whole backstory. They're so cute. Dude, Japanese mascots are so adorable. I love them so much. No, my lord, begging your pardon, but please don't lump me in with this lot. 2 nights ago, these two brothers illegally entered an establishment with intent to burgle. And in the course of their nefarious activities, they became embroiled in a far more sinister crime. By Jove, you mean to say? What an extraordinary coincidence! Funashi has a kid brother. Chiba pear mascot gets a sibling called Funagoro. I have not heard of this. Funagoro is a half pear, half caterpillar. While he is similar color to Funashi, a bit smaller, there is one major difference. He has a tail, and he can squirt pear juice out of it. That is so nasty. Hold on, I'm looking it up right now. I don't see... Oh, I see his tail. Dude, that's nasty. I suggest you looking it up later. The photos are great. I'm looking it up right now. That is so gross. He squirts out pear juice out of his butt. Oh my god. Hey kids, come suck juice out of my tail. Gross, LJ. I got power back today. That's why I'm late. They're finally fixing the roof today. Hey, I like Cheetan. Cheetan is also very adorable. What area was Cheetan from? Susaki, a city. Where is Susaki? Susaki's official city mascot. Oh, in Kochi Prefecture. Okay, okay. I got you, I got you. Just why? Why did you have to read LJ's message out loud? I mean, LJ wrote it down, so you know they wanted their message to be seen. I think Cheetan got banned for being too raw for TV. Wait, what does that mean? Being too raw for TV? Who just doesn't think before she reads? Indeed, my lord. While attempting to burglarize the pawnbrokery, they witnessed its proprietor's murder. She's like Ron Burgundy with a teleprompter. What does that mean? Order! Order! The various trespasses of these brothers is not subject of today's proceedings, though they will naturally face trial in the very near future. With your lordship's permission, I'd like to remain in the stand to keep these gents on the straight and narrow. Sorry, pop culture reference. Oh, sorry. Of course, Inspector. Skeptical as I am about the caliber of these witnesses, I will permit them to take the stand. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin, you will now testify before the court. Describe the events of the night in question and what exactly you saw.
Happy do. 'Cause a skulkin' never skulkin'.
Get out of it. What are these assholes gonna say? Illegal entry.
We was walking down Baker Street in the small hours and the gas store was ajar, see? It was like some kind of sign begging for us to go in, it was.
But once we got inside,
Core blimey lummy, we heard a gunshot from the back room. We went to see what was what, but the door was locked from the inside. We never done nothing, Governor. We never took nothing. We just left after that, nice and quiet.
I keep reading that as Mr. and Mrs. Skulkin. He's got cute little cheeks. A terrible coincidence, it would seem. Sorry, hold on. I have to turn my fan off. I was really hot earlier this evening, and I turned the fan on, but now it's really cold, so... Let me get settled back in here. Now I'm like so cold, I want a blanket. Hold on. Just gonna grab the little hoodie that I was wearing. Just put it over my legs. This is kind of big. It's big enough to be a blanket. Yeah, there we go. I always love these kind of characters that look like they belong in another game. At the precise moment these miscreants entered the property, an even more sinister crime was afoot. The witness's testimony is consistent with the crime scene in every detail. The door providing access to the storm room from the main shop was indeed locked from the inside, and within, only the victim and the accused were found. I must say, it does appear to be an overwhelmingly simple case. Still, the defense may cross-examine the witness now, of course. Counsel, if you please.
council. Yes.
What's the matter, Runo?
Sorry, I was just stunned into silence for a minute.
Blatant lies being told by that pair in the stand.
Wait, how does he know it's lies? I know that it's all nonsense because I saw it with my own eyes. Oh, they shot Sholmes. We'll just have to expose their testimony for the pack of lies it is. His own crossed eyes. All right, we're gonna press every sentence. He was walking down Baker Street in the small hours and the gaff's door was ajar, see? Oops, wrong button. Left button.
Hold it!
The front door of Windibanks was ajar, you say. What time of night was this? Must have been about 1, right, Ringo?
Yeah, I'd say so. Right, Skulky?
How would I know? The place would have been shut down at 1 in the morning, just like every other shop in town. Well, it was pitch black inside, it's true. Ain't that right, Ringo?
I'm not so sure, Nash. I seem to remember a little light burning inside.
What about you, Skulky, me old mucker? Leave me alone. I wonder what his profile looks like. Does it look like an apple? There definitely was a small lamp burning inside. That's what alerted us to the situation in the first place. And when these gentlemen ventured into the open establishment, the accused, Miss Gina Lestrade, already had the muzzle of her gun trained on the unfortunate victim. That is pure conjecture. Ha! Perhaps, but it changes nothing. These brothers inadvertently wandered into the middle of a cold-blooded murder simply because they found the door of the victim's establishment open and ventured inside. Right, that's what happened!
It was like some kind of sign begging for us to go in, it was.
What are you trying to suggest? That you had to go in? Well, God moves in mysterious ways, they say.
Don't they, Ringo? They do, Nash, they do. Must have been some sort of providence, I reckon.
God's will often presents itself as the whims of thieves, does it? It weren't no whim, I'm dead sure o' that.
It weren't, Nash, it weren't. Like we said at the time.
You don't just find doors open in the middle of the night like that. Nah, there's no two ways about it.
It was a sign that our long-lost brother was inside. They're not very good liars, are they? Well, you can't deny it. It led us to a bloke what looks just like our brother.
I said cut it out. Those chips are getting a chompin' today. Poor blimey lummy, we heard a gunshot from the back room. A gunshot, you say? Just the one. Are you sure about that? Yep, just the one, governor. I can swear to that.
It was, Nash, it was. Ain't that white, Buv?
The firearm used belonged to the victim herself.
Yes, Mr. Windibank always used to leave his gun lying around on the counter.
Right, I remember. When we examined it, we found the revolver was completely out of rounds.
That makes sense. Mr. Windibank always used to say he only ever kept a single bullet loaded.
That's true, I remember him saying that as well.
So, we can say with considerable certainty that only a single round was discharged from the firearm used as the murder weapon. Yes, my lord, we can. And I should remind the court that the firearm in question was discovered in the hand of the accused. Wonderful. We went to see what was what, but the door was locked from the inside. Oops, wait, go back. Let's press this statement. Do you mean the door between the main shop and the storeroom? If my learned friend is having difficulty grasping the situation, perhaps a drawing would help. Excluding the shop's entrance from the street, there is only one other door, that of the storeroom. Of course, there was only a little lamp burning. Not much to see by.
And the door was hidden behind a curtain and all.
That's right. When we arrived, the door was mostly obscured by the curtain. Tell me, why exactly did you try to open that door?
Eh?
Any normal petty thief would run at the sound of a gunshot, I should think. Oh, well, your turn to Rabbit Ringo.
Well, Nash, yeah. I suppose you'd have to say we ain't normal, eh?
Broadly speaking, humans respond in one of two ways on hearing a gunshot or scream. The timid flee, gripped by fear, while the courageous investigate to see if they might help. These gentlemen are of the latter inclination. My learned Nipponese friend, it would seem, is of the former. Alright, someone just proved that I was a coward that night. Thank you, councils. So, I believe we all understand. Wow, I'm getting so weepy. That the door was locked and could not be opened. Proceed, witnesses. We never done nothing, Governor. We never took nothing. We just left after that. Nice and quiet. You didn't do or take anything? Is that your story? Well, it was Bedlam soon as, weren't it?
It was, Nash, it was. Didn't even have time to pull out me dukes out me Lucy lockets.
So, with no time to take your hands out of your pockets, you just left nice and quietly, didn't you?
That's right, Governor. Nothing we ain't more than violence, peace-loving nibblers we are, not bludgers. We are, Nash, we are. Never even pulled me dukes out of me Lucy lockets.
So, you'd clearly like us to believe. Come again? As you fled from the pawnbrokers that night, did you not run into anyone else? They both have a dog face. They have a raccoon face, in my opinion. And did you not fire a gun at that person? Saints alive, they fired a gun, you say? Oh, blimey, Governor. You ain't telling us it was you in the doorway? It was. Why, the bleeding Nora! Whoops. Did you mention that before? You were armed with a gun, and as you fled the scene, you fired that gun at London's greatest detective, Herlock Sholmes.
They shot the great Mr. Sholmes? I did hear that actually. There was a rumor he'd been rushed to the hospital. The great Sholmes? That's beyond pale! On the night in question, this pair were arrested by the police within minutes of the discovery of the crime scene. Their suspicious countenance rapidly gave them away. Hee hee. And when searched, a firearm was indeed found in their possession. Furthermore, the barrel shows signs of a shot having been fired from it. The prosecution invites his lordship to examine the firearm recovered from these brothers. Yes, indeed, remnants of powder around the muzzle. As you say, counsel. The court will hold this weapon as evidence. So also this gun had one shot fired. Interesting. I wonder if that's gonna come up later in the trial. Now, my learned Nipponese friend. Yes? I was going to object to Van Zeek's judging them on looks, but then it showed their faces, and yeah, they look pretty suspicious. Here's to you, successfully presenting the evidence. For yes, there are the telltale signs of spent powder on this gun, and a single bullet missing from the cylinder. But the prosecution demands that if it was fired at the scene of the crime under scrutiny in this trial.
Objection!
Danzigs, why are you pointing a gun at us? It's because he feels the need to be intimately violent. Violently intimate. Well, I don't need evidence because I was there. However, the rest of us in this courtroom were not. If the defense fails to provide evidence in support of its rash claim, we shall have no choice but to toast to your incompetence and move on. Evidence that these two fired that gun before they left Windibanks that night. The court demands that all claims are affirmed with clear proof. Unloaded a gun. Wait, I'm confused. Wouldn't it be this? Saving! It has to be this one, right?
Take that!
The evidence is this. Nope, that's not right. Presenting nothing as it were something is a favorite trick of the Nipponese.
Well, I think it takes a certain genius to give up such a completely wrong answer, apparently.
The kind of genius I could really do without. Time to think again. Wouldn't it be this?
Take that!
The evidence is in this portfolio. What on earth do you have there, counsel? Okay, that's not bad. We got it on second try.
Number of blood stains. Time to save excessively? Yes, time to save excessively. Not trusting the police to do the job they're trained to do. How ignorant, arrogantly Nipponese of you. Well, anyway, we analyzed all the blood samples we found and recorded the results in this portfolio. As you claim to have children, the court is demanding they're in. Sorry, my brain, I just, dozed off for a second. That was weird. I was thinking about something and then I was like, wait, how long was I gone out for? I think I need to go to bed. I'm tired. I had a little bit of a micro sleep, I think. Wow, more tired than I thought. Did I pause for a long time? Yeah, you should sleep. How micro was that micro pause? No more dallying then, counsel. Present the pertinent evidence at once. It was really brief. Okay, oh good, okay. What do you have in your portfolio that proves these witnesses unloaded a firearm at the scene? Cool, okay, so it's this. What is that? Explain! I can fall asleep sitting up too. Don't know whether to call it a gift or a curse. It is probably both because you probably need to go see a doctor if you are falling asleep sitting up because your body is really tired. It's a photographic print taken at Windibank's pawnbrokery at the day of the incident. Keeping my fingers crossed that you get your CPAP. Yes, thank you so much, Miso Head. I cannot wait to get it approved by the medical device company. And then I'm gonna go pick it up and I'm never gonna sleep like badly ever again. Unless I forget to wear my mask, but you know. From the scene of the crime, is it? Is that a bullet hole? And if my eyes do not deceive me, it appears the bullet is still lodged there. And yeah, welcome to the club of telling everyone to go get sleep studies. It's true! It's like life-changing. Sleep is like something you do for so many hours of your life. Like, wouldn't you want the best sleep? Doesn't it just make sense? Yes, as your lordship noticed, the bullet pierced Mr. Windibank's calendar. The date shown being the 16th of April, the very day of the pawnbroker's death. The incident occurred at 1 hour after midnight, but this indicates that a separate shot had been fired sometime after the calendars had been set to the 16th. That's right, and while it isn't irrefutable, the defense believes this is credible evidence that the witnesses did fire a round from their gun in the pawnbrokers that night. Order! How does the prosecution stand, Lord Van Zeeks? Is he gonna crush it or throw it? Crush. No, he's gonna throw it. I think he's going to crush it. If that is the direction my learned friend wishes to take, the prosecution has no objection. Damn it, he didn't do either. I did not guess correctly. What? He threw it! Damn it. But you'll forgive me for flinging my hollowed chalice aside in disgust at the repugnancy it exposes. Yes, on the night in question, these brothers entered the pawnbrokery illegally. And like the bold baddies they claim to be, opened fire on the new arrivals before fleeing back into the street. So you still didn't guess correctly! It's true. He's dead serious now. He is
Take it easy there, Governor. You're gonna land us in the soup. We had a deal. You were gonna get into them details. Tell him, Skulky. Set the bloke straight.
I have nothing to add. Apple and pear soup? That sounds delicious. It's almost like applesauce and pear sauce. Yeah. Or jam. You put enough sugar in that, that becomes jam. So he knew, did he? Van Zieks knew their testimony would almost certainly expose the extent of their crimes. It would seem now that I owe my learned Nipponese friend a word of gratitude. What do you mean? What I mean is that you have helpfully confirmed an important fact. To what fact do you refer, Lord Van Zieks? As has been established, at the point of their arrest, a single shot had been fired from the brothers' gun. However, if that shot found its target in Mr. Sholmes, it couldn't have been the bullet from this gun that killed Mr. Windibank, is what he's trying to say. Then clearly these witnesses cannot be accused of the fatal shooting of the proprietor and victim. In other words, these two men have no material connection to the murder of Mr. Windibank at all. So that's it.
That's it. We didn't have nothing to do with it. We didn't, Nash. We didn't. That's what I reckon.
Your crimes include unlawful entry, intent to steal, perjury, and let's not forget, attempted murder. Quite a catalog, eh, fellas?
Ah, we're in for it now, bruv.
Now then, let us take a moment to consider the aforementioned great detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes. It would seem the man patronized the pawnbrokers in question somewhat regularly. Where's he going with this? Mr. Sholmes appears to take pleasure in tinkering with eccentric machinery.
Eccentric? Says who?
Not me, don't give me that look. He installed a pair of machines like this one in the victim's shop.
Oh, that's one of Hurley's red-handed recorders.
What is that, Counsel? It has the appearance of a photographic contraption. As your lordship has surmised, it is indeed a camera attached to a small timing device. Okay, hold on. With this, let's actually pause, because I'm sure they're gonna get into the explanation and maybe they took pictures of what happened that night. I'm going to use this chance, this little break change in detail, to to sign off because I am oh so very tired. Want to say thank you again, everyone, for coming in, hanging out. Tropical, thank you for the 50 bits today. Jin, thank you for gifting a sub to Tropical. Save Data Team, if you're still here, thank you for the raid. Raiders, if you stuck around like Miso Head, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for giving my channel a chance. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for lurking and hanging out. What a nice, comfy, cute background. Oh, thank you. I enjoy it. It's like a little, cute room. I really should have like a nighttime scene because, it's late now and it's not bright out. But that can come at a later time. But thank you for stream. I definitely plan on coming back. Yes, I think Tuesday, Wednesday are going to be the main Great Ace Attorney days. And then the other days I kind of play other games since I do a variety of games. So yeah, you're welcome to come to any of them. But if you're looking forward to Great Ace Attorney specifically, Tuesday, Wednesday is gonna be your jam. Thank you guys for chatting, coming to hang out, chillin', lurking. I really appreciate all of it, you guys. You are so wonderful. Thank you for stream, Princess. A delight as always. No, LJ, it's a delight to have you. I'm really happy to see you coming in and hanging out. I
have missed you. It's been a while, so I appreciate it. Bio, was nice to be here. Of course, Action, thank you for hanging out. Inside Out, Show. I think DQ Unit was here, but he went to bed. Lost, Bishop. LJ. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. Really appreciate it. All right, who can we raid here? Here. While I'm looking, if you have a subscription, you're welcome to join us on the raid. The message is with the Evermarch. And if you don't have a subscription, you're welcome to copy the second raid message with the global Twitch TV emotes. So I believe everyone who has a Twitch account can use it. No problem. Hope you get a good rest, or as good as you can without CPAP. Yes, I will be keeping everyone super updated on my CPAP journey because it is honestly life-changing. Oh, you know what? Soren's is still playing. Let's give him a raid. All right, you guys, as always, please be happy, please be healthy, but most of all, please be kind to others, because you never know what a smile, hug, or hello can do for someone who's having a bad day. And be kind to yourselves. Make sure you're staying hydrated, make sure you're getting up and stretching your legs every once in a while, because, you know, you don't want to get an embolism, because you could die, and then I'd be very sad. So go out, touch some grass outside, smell some roses directly from the rose bush. Tomorrow I will be playing some Fogs with Ever. It's basically like a cat-dog situation, but it's like dog-dog situation, and we will be solving some puzzles together. So if you are looking forward to that, come by, hang out with Ever. It's been a while since she's been on the channel.
Ever is my greatest treasure, and also I still want to turn her little bird body into chicken nuggets and eat her.
Yes. So, you know, it's been a while. She's been in Hong Kong, and then I went to Germany, so we haven't seen her. But yeah, come by. I love you, my puppies. I will see you all later. Good night. Good night. Bye now.